Hi everyone, I'm Tanaz from foreverconscious.com and this is your weekly energy forecast for the week of February 14th. I just want to say to everybody, thank you so much for your wonderful comments that you leave every week on my videos. I really appreciate it. You guys are just really kind, and my heart just fills with gratitude for all of you watching this. So thank you very much. Okay, so this week we have a pretty busy week going on, but don't worry, everything that's unfolding this week are all things that we have already been feeling as we've moved through these last few weeks. So on February 17th, we have the Saturn Uranus Square. This is a really pivotal alignment, not just for this week, but all through 2021. It happens 3 times. The first happens this week, and then it happens again in June, and then again in December. So it kind of creates this beginning, middle, and end. And it really is shaping the energies that we'll be working with all through 2021. So what does the Saturn-Uranus square bring? So first, let's talk about what a square is. It's simply when 2 planets are 90 degrees. They're within 90 degrees, and whenever 2 planets come at this angle with each other, it creates a little bit of tension, a little bit of sort of volatility between the 2 energies. However, it's this volatility and it's this tension that creates action. It creates enough friction that something has to change, that something has to shift. So squares, while they can bring challenges, can also bring action to help us evolve and to move to that next level. Saturn represents rules, boundaries, restrictions, government, establishments, big business, all those things that, give us the rules and regulations for society. It represents boundaries, groundedness, maturity, responsibility. It's all of those things. Uranus, on the other hand, is freedom. If Saturn is establishment, Uranus is anti-establishment. Uranus is all about freedom, innovation, doing things differently, new revolutions, new ways to look at things, turning things upside down and finding innovation. It's sort of a little bit of maverick energy. It requires us or asks us to expand our minds, to think outside the box. That is Uranus energy. And when they come into this alignment, we kind of get a push-pull between these 2 dynamics. So simply we can say it's a push-pull between the old and the new, establishment and anti-establishment, boundaries and freedom. So Saturn, its goal on a sort of societal level is to create order and structure and have rules. Uranus, on the other hand, wants to innovate. It's not so much interested in maybe a hierarchy or having a centralized point. It's more decentralized. It's anti sort of hierarchies and establishments. It wants equality. So both have their values, both have their merits, but in this dynamic, Uranus is going to be the winner. We really are shifting into a time of more equality, more freedom, getting out of this, Saturnian rules, boundaries, and restrictions and into this new place of innovation. Saturn is kind of like old rules and traditions, and then Uranus is new innovations, new ways of looking at things, high technology, new technology. And that's where we're heading. That's what this Saturn-Uranus signature is helping us to shift and move through. We are being called to be more innovative, to think outside the box. All those Uranian qualities we're being called to instill in our lives. And maybe we'll be feeling that this week. Maybe we'll be feeling a call for freedom. Maybe we'll be feeling a call to expand our minds and to look at things in a new and different way, to think differently about the world. I think of this poem by Rumi, and I'm probably going to ruin it because I don't have it memorized word for word, but he has this line, and it's, who's to say that if your life is turning upside down, who's to say that it's not going to look better that way? That is totally not the line, but that's sort of the meaning, that when your life is turning upside down, who is to say that it won't look better that way? So I think the line is something of, don't worry if your life feels to be turning upside down, because it can look better. There can be new opportunities, and that's sort of the energy that we'll have to work with this Saturn Uranus square. And just on a global level, the Saturn Uranus square may also bring things up relating to the stock market, financial markets, maybe even cryptocurrencies. It can also bring things up relating to agriculture and farming. Saturn square Uranus, because Uranus is currently in Taurus, which is the sign of the earth. We may receive some information or insights around the earth, the environment. It can sometimes also trigger weather events. But these are all things we might see manifesting on a global level with this Saturn Uranus square energy. And then on that personal level, we may just be feeling that need for freedom. Also this week, we have the sun moving into the sign of Pisces. This happens on the 18th, 19th. That'll depend on your time zone. The sun moving into Pisces is the last season of the zodiac. So Pisces is the 12th sign of the zodiac. If you follow tropical Western astrology, it is considered the 12th sign. So it is the last sign of the zodiac, and a time of culmination, a time of wrapping things up, a time of completion before the new astrological cycle begins. So we may notice that theme as well as the sun shifts into Pisces. We're in Aquarius at the moment, and that is, or as I'm filming this, we're in Aquarius. As we get to the 18th, we will shift into Pisces. So there's also a transition there of moving from air sign into a water sign. So we're shifting out of our mind into our emotions. So this is a good time to also get in touch with our emotions. And because there is this theme of culmination and closure, it's a good time to let old emotions go, let old resentments or old pains or old feelings from the past. This is a good time to release them so we can move forward into a new freedom, that Uranus energy there. Also on the 20th, we have Mercury stationing direct. Mercury has been retrograde since the end of January 30th, and it will now station direct at the end of this week. So whenever Mercury is stationing direct, it is always at its most powerful, whenever it's stationing really. So when it's stationing retrograde and when it stations direct, it's at its most powerful. So really pay attention to your intuition, to your intuitive feelings, to the signs that the universe is sending your way. You may receive some new clarity, some new insight, some new information. If you've been dealing with technical glitches or miscommunications or contract disputes, you may find that Mercury stationing direct will bring some relief, or at least some light at the end of the tunnel. So I know I spoke a lot of energies moving through this week. I hope that's helpful. I would just recommend really using this time to kind of recharge your energy, to practice, really good healthy habits, having a nice healthy routine, making sure you're exercising, eating really well, really getting those kind of habits down and in place. I think that will really support us as we move through these energies. It's really looking after our physical bodies. All right, I hope that's helpful. I am Tanaz from foreverconscious.com. Thank you so much.